Kerr, start with you. Just felt like, I mean, I know defense and rebounding probably aren't where you wanted, but offense, you guys feel like you get in a flow?
Yeah, I think it's getting better. That was, I think, the most complete game that we had with the most complete roster. Jesse was out, but we haven't had all the guys, so yeah, rebounding is a big emphasis. Emphasis? That's the word. Sorry. Emphasis. But yeah, offense looked pretty good today. I think most of the parts, some parts was got a little too ISO, but that happens if you have talented players, and you can't always just stop them. You gotta let them play because they're hoopers. So yeah.
So Cook, same for you. Feel like the offense is starting to come into gear a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like our offense is getting better by the day, whether in practice. I feel like it's translating into the games. Just the more time we spend with each other on the court as a complete team, I feel like our offense will come together. We just got to put two and two together. I feel like our offense will get better over time, but our defense got to improve, our rebounding, and just waiting on guys to come back. That's all it really is at the moment.
How frustrating, Akok, has it been for you to deal with, coming back from the event and, not being able to play, obviously, in as long as stretches as you want? It looked like that, affected you a little bit Wednesday, but tonight maybe a little bit longer stretches?
Yeah, when something like what happened to me kind of happens, the necessary precautions that are being taken, you just got to follow it. But my teammates, they had me the whole time, just uplifting me every day through practice. And I know the process of coming back. You can't just come back 30 minutes a game. You know what I mean? They'll build you up. So, just trusting the coaching staff, the medical team, and my players, my teammates, just get me back to what I was.
Kerr, do you have your win completely? Is your conditioning good, or you still have to sort of get into game condition?
No, I think my conditioning is good, and I gotta give a big shout out to Sean Brown, our lifting coach. Like he was on my ass every day. I was running out on turf when others were getting ready to practice and stuff. So it was more just before I started playing. My last game was last March against Princeton. So it was more just trying to get the rhythm back of game flow and stuff like that. But I feel pretty good where I'm at right now.
Cook, when Jesse went down a couple games ago, did you feel that your role was going to, at that moment, change a lot? Because obviously it seems like you're playing the five now, where you probably weren't really thinking about playing the five at the beginning of the year. How much has it changed for you, since his injury?
When he went down, I didn't know immediately that he would be out with that time frame and that injury. So, once I knew what was going on, I knew I had to step up. When I first came here, one of the first things Coach said was, you got to guard multiple positions and play 4 and a 5. When Jesse comes out of the game, just slide me in at the 5, so he can get his rest. So, I think I'm just living up to the expectations.
Hey, Cook, in the game today, you had a number of interesting plays, shall we say, a couple of dunk, nifty pass moves. If you had to pull one of those out for a highlight reel, which one would be it?
Probably my most favorite play tonight. Just getting that offensive rebound and then passing it to Ofri for the dunk. I feel like the crowd, they just really they fed off that, and I'm just the ultimate team player at the end of the day. I'm just seeing my guys succeed.
You talked about the crowd feeding off that. Usually people talk about you guys feeding off the crowd. I mean, if they do it after the game, you're over there signing autographs or whatever, posing pictures, and for little kids. Talk a little bit about your personality and why that's important.
That's just who I am. You just can't take none of this for granted. We play this great game, and feel like sometimes through my college career, I took things for granted, and when I went down with these injuries, and just it comes full circle. You just gotta appreciate everything that's given to you, and that's just the type of person I am, really.
Yeah, it strikes me that two real little kids anyway, guy your size, and with a smile like you got, and that you probably do a lot for them. I mean, does it feel like that?
Yeah, I mean, I love putting smiles on the fans' faces. You know what I mean? They're the ones that come out and watch us play, support us, give us our energy. So I love coming in every day and giving them my all.
I don't know how much you can talk about the medical condition, but obviously there's changes in your life in order to get you back on the court. Can you, is it like extra medication? How much has your life changed since that moment?
It's just a health situation that I was just dealing with. It was new, so I can't really go into detail with that, but I'm getting better. That's all I can say, really.
Kerr, in the second half, there was a stretch when Toledo had got it down to 2. I think you, Raekwon, and Noah were all on the bench at that point. You talk about the minutes that Kobe, Ofri, and some of those guys gave you, and did that allow you guys to kind of refocus and maybe take a little bit of a mental reprieve there?
Oh, they gave us big minutes. I mean, you look at JoJo's minutes. That's why basketball is such a great game, because it doesn't really, everybody brings something that somebody else doesn't have to the floor, and JoJo played 15 minutes, but I mean, big part we won was because of JoJo. I mean, he had big offensive putbacks. He had great, layups in the end when it mattered the most. And this. I'm not a big guy on, if you're a bench player, you're a bench player. Like, everybody has a role. Everybody's doing their part, and that's what makes basketball fun. And of course, answer to your question, it gives, guys who play a little bit more minutes rest. But I mean, it got back to tie game, and then we went back on a lead when they were on the floor. So it's for a reason. They're good basketball players.
How difficult were those 9 games where you had to sit out? And was it? Yeah, I mean, mentally, was it difficult on you to sit and watch and not be part of it?
I think it was, but on the other hand, I look at it as a challenge. I got to see things from the side that maybe during the game I wouldn't see. So it was. I definitely embraced it. I didn't look at it as negativity. Come in every day, work like I would play tomorrow, get my teammates ready to play. Yeah.
Kerr,
Kerr, let me ask you the same thing I asked today. Akok, you play with the fans too. I mean, quite a bit it seems like. Talk about the relationship player-fan and in situation, and how does this so far compare to what you've seen out in Arizona and the likes?
Yeah, I mean, fans are a big part of our game. It would be, first of all, it would be boring. Second of all, I mean, you don't want to play in empty gym. Fans come in, they buy their tickets, they spend their family money on it to come see us play, us college students. So it means a lot for sure. Hope to even see more people when the conference starts. I think I hope so, that we really get our mojo going on, and our results definitely doesn't say how good of a team we are. We can play anybody at any time. We got, like I said, we got hoopers. Everybody's played this game for a long time, and everybody are studs. So we just got to put it together.
Kerr, kind of along those lines, you guys had obviously seen Raekwon during practice over the summer, knew what he could do.
Raekwon. We
Yeah.
played in Arizona. We played Montana State. He had 20 on us. So, and we had one of our best guards guarding him, Pelle. Shout out to Pelle Larsen. And Raekwon had 18 on us. So if somebody has 18 on Pelle, that's solid points. That so Raekwon's been doing it since he's a kid.
So the fact that he comes back, he hadn't played all year. First 2 games back, 29 points in each game. Doesn't sound like that's a surprise.
Definitely no. I mean, I think he had like 22 at half or something. I mean, I didn't even like realize that. It's just like he's a silent killer, and I mean, he shot. He took only 15 shots to score 30. That's pretty impressive.
We've talked about the different offenses this team has had to go through the years with the changing personnel. Obviously, that affects the guard some, but it seems like it affects the post too. Jesse's obviously a blocks back to the basket player. You're coming out more. You can range out to the 3. How much of those changes affected you in your game?
When Jesse went out, I was told to play the 5, so I wouldn't say it affected me a lot. I can't play outside as much. I just got to screen, roll, get guys open on the wing. It creates a lot of space on the floor when you got a guy like Kerr coming off a screen. They just have to help so much. So the floor opens up. Just got to play your part at the end of the day, really.
Could this make this team a little bit more versatile when Jesse comes back, that you can play different sets, different looks?
Yeah. I think we've seen that a couple times when Jesse was on the floor, I believe, for the Drexel game. We just can't wait for just everybody to be back. Kerr, Kriisa, Jesse Edwards playing on a consistent basis. And, yeah.
Guys, thank you.
Thank you.